crowning 4 champions in 3 days, but that first champion will be crowned in the Lucas Oil 150 on November 6th in the Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series. Welcome to the Inside Lane. I'm your host, Devon Henry, and join us here on the Inside Lane. He is a 2-time and the all-timers win leader in the Stadium Super Trucks, the 2018 ARCA Menard Series champion, and the Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series points leader preparing for championship weekend. Driver of the GMS Racing number 2 Chevy Silverado from El Cajon, California, it's Sheldon Creed. Sheldon, thanks for joining me.
Thank you. That was a good intro right there. Solid.
Well, I mean, I think that you're going to get more and more of those when you win 4 races in a single season. You're the wins leader right now this season for the Truck Series. I think you're going to get a little bit more hype, especially once we get more fans back at the track. Speaking of fans, speaking of wins, Texas, I got to know where the hat is. Where's the cowboy hat?
My crew chief has it right now. I made him wear it onto the plane messing around, so I got it back from him. But it's in his house.
Well, hey, a really fun win, 4th win of the year, leading all drivers. You're locked into the championship 4. There was fans out of the racetrack. All of that considered is all great. But on top of that, without having fans most this year, your parents were actually in the grandstands. With all of that combined into just one single race and one win at Texas, how valuable to you was that victory with every single little thing included there?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely special. More of a weight lifted off my shoulders than anything. Just worked all year to get there, and we're leading points. But, man, to win and not have to worry about anything for tonight or this weekend that's huge. And we got a jump start on Phoenix and start working on that. So, yeah, just so many things winning last weekend did for us for this next 2 weeks.
And, of course, going to Phoenix, I know it hasn't been your greatest track. You got 12th, you got 10th. But, I mean, your sophomore season, you have just absolutely broken out 4 wins, especially the second half of the year. So what have you learned throughout 2020 that you can take into this Phoenix race and compete for that championship in that win in the Lucas Oil 150?
I mean, so many things that I feel like I've gotten better as a race car driver and gotten better at giving notes and just everything, working harder with Josh. And then my guys have been doing a really good job with trucks. I feel like our notebook's really big this year. And we won Gateway, which is the closest track we go to that's like Phoenix. So that's pretty big for us. And I feel like we can even be better than we were there. Just a lot of notes from there. I feel like we've just collected everything from everywhere we've gone this year, and got the Chevy simulator we've been working in quite a bit. So just trying to put everything together and get ourselves a fast truck for next weekend.
Well, I tell you what, you seem like quite the trucker. I seem like you'd be great in those semi-truck races or the bus races or something, because, I mean, you're winning right now in the Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series. You were a star and still are a star occasionally in the Stadium Super Trucks. Those 2 trucks ride the same, right? But besides that, how do you think that your dirt racing experience, because you've ran so many different disciplines, helps you on the asphalt side and right now racing for a championship?
Yeah, I mean, I think a ton of that, just a really good platform coming from dirt bikes and then off-road, and not just off-road on the dirt, but I also ran some lightning sprint stuff, some dwarf cars, gotten to race modifieds on the dirt, just so many different forms of racing. And man, they all play a role. They all drive different. They all teach you something different. And then the stadium trucks, they're just a total handful. They don't do what you want at all, and they're really hard to drive. So just a really good platform, everything I grew up racing, and I feel like it's all transferred over. Now I've learned to be really aggressive and all that with the dirt stuff, and then now I've come here and had to slow down a little bit actually to go faster.
And also, speaking of that dirt experience, you were building up a micro midget, and so you got that thing about ready to go. Well, what is it like being a car builder now? How was that experience?
I mean, I've always been into working on my own stuff, and I went to Tulsa Shootout 2 or 3 years ago, and I ran a 1000, which is pretty much a midget with a 1000 street bike motor in it, and then finished in 3rd in the main. But that's like the first time I got introduced to micros. So I've wanted one since, and just when I was still living in California at the time, so it didn't really make sense. They don't really race around there, and then now they have a series coming out here at Millbridge Speedway, which is like 20 minutes from the house. So I'm like, all right, I got to get one now. So got one like 6 months ago. thought it was going to be more race ready than it was. And I've spent like the last 6 months redoing everything, just like saving up money as I go and just buying parts one at a time for it. And I finally got it ready. I was actually going to go run it Wednesday night, and we got rained out. So had a lot of fun in the garage, and I just like being out there at night and working on it, and just gives me something to do, really. I want to get another car and start, putting together like a little team or something for me and my buddies. But for now, I just got the one car and need to go win some more truck races if I want to get another one.
Turn into a dirt car owner. I like it. And I know that you're a bit of a thrill seeker and whatnot. And I was looking through my notes through this NASCAR season. I like to keep tabs on drivers sometimes. And I got to ask you, did you and Zane Smith ever get to do your goldfish race that he tweeted about back in March?
No. So, oh man, good times, right? That was during the whole quarantine deal. And I mean, yeah, we were working out, but there wasn't nothing to do. Like, we couldn't go to the shop. We couldn't do anything. So it was like, just run, like everything's closed. It was pretty boring there for a couple of months. And I don't know where I saw it. You ever been to like San Diego, like PB?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
PB Shore Club, they have the goldfish races. That's what I thought about it from. I'm like, we need to do this on like a Saturday, and that's where the idea came from. But we never executed.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I mean, we can still do it, but
yeah,
we haven't done it yet.
It's a long off season, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna get cold, and you guys are gonna need something to do. So hey, goldfish racing is gonna be the next marble racing. That got real popular during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Talking with Sheldon Creed here on the Inside Lane, getting ready for the Lucas Oil 150. Obviously a big day for you, so I got to get you going, get you out of here. But before we go, want to do a segment with you called Quick Time. Got some rapid fire questions for you, looking for some answers in return. You ready to set quick time, Sheldon?
Ready.
All righty. Favorite track to race at regardless of the car or truck?
Crandon.
Crandon, yes. Okay, so why exactly Crandon? Not a ton of people, even some of the off-road guys, don't know enough about Crandon.
I don't even know enough about Crandon, probably just the history of it, but just the few times I've been there, it's been incredible, and the track's so much fun to race. So many people, just how everyone gets along, the party afterward. It's just the whole weekend is really fun.
So you've raced so many different vehicles. Is there a certain discipline that you haven't been able to race yet that you want to get behind the wheel of?
I would like to drive a rally car, maybe like the new, I think Pastrana has a lot to do with it right now, with the new like Nitro Rally Cross. I think that'd be pretty cool. I hate how they race though. Like they just wreck each other, and I hate that. But they look fun to drive. Or World of Outlaw sprint car. I would love to do that.
World of Outlaw sprint car would be a lot of fun. We see a lot. We even see some NASCAR owners in that sport, like Casey Kane and Kyle Larson. But hey, maybe call up Austin Cindric for that rally car thing. He was telling me too that he wants to go out and do some rally car racing. Last one for you though.
Maybe.
Hey, I think you got to have a lot of fun. Tag team that. You have the opportunity of racing for a championship in Phoenix on November 6th for the Lucas Oil 150. What do you think will be the biggest hurdle to overcome that weekend?
Man, just being there at the end. I don't know, a hurdle or so many things get thrown at you mid-race, so we'll have to wait and see what those are going to be. But one of them is going to be racing our teammate Brett. We know he's in, and saying just beating the three other guys. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Well, Sheldon, excited to have you here on Friday, November 6th, racing for a championship in your sophomore season. Best of luck to you. Excited to get you back out here in the desert and back on the west side. And hey, best of luck for you.
Thank you.
This is the Inside Lane on Sports 360 AZ Championship Weekend. It's coming here. Keep it at Sports 360 AZ for everything going on NASCAR Championship Weekend.